Hello, I'm Justice Gustafson. Thank you for viewing this video on filing tips for self-represented litigants in Montana's civil court system. Although you are not represented by an attorney, you are expected to prepare your documents properly for filing with the clerk of court. This information is intended to assist you in appropriately preparing those documents. It's important that you pay close attention and follow directions carefully. If in doubt, contact a self-help center for assistance. Remember, neither the district court judges nor court staff are permitted to provide legal advice.
When preparing legal forms to file with the clerk of court, it is crucial to locate the correct forms. Access legal forms for the majority of civil legal topics in Montana on the courts.mt.gov website. Then click on the Forms page. There you will find a list of forms sorted by topic. When filling out the forms, you will notice that the first page for each document to be filed has a case caption, including the title of the court that will hear the case and the names of the parties involved. It is your responsibility to fill in the case captions. If you're not sure which forms you need, contact a self-help center near you for free assistance. You've completely filled out the correct forms. Now what? First, we recommend, at minimum, to have your forms reviewed at a self-help law center to ensure you've completed all the necessary sections. Next, don't forget to sign. This set with your original signatures is what you will file with the court, and you'll need copies. A few tips on making copies. The district court charges $1 per page for the first 10 pages, and 50 cents per page thereafter. That can add up quickly, so you may want to consider making your copies elsewhere. And please note that even if you are receiving a fee waiver, the waiver will not cover your copying costs. The number of copies will depend on what type of case or document you are filing. Refer to your packet instructions or contact a self-help law center. Generally speaking, you will need to make 3 complete sets in addition to your original set of forms. The originals for the court, a copy for your records, a copy for the other party, and depending on the type of case, you may need 1 or more additional copies. In addition to copies for some filings, you may need to remember to bring self-addressed stamped envelopes, and of course, don't forget the filing fee. You can find filing fee information by calling the courthouse, visiting the court's website, or contacting a self-help law center. If you are unable to pay the fees, you may request a fee waiver. Oftentimes, the forms for requesting a fee waiver are already included in your packet. If not, you can find the forms on courts.mt.gov or get them from a self-help law center. If you request a fee waiver, you must wait for a decision from the court before you can file your case. When you submit your fee waiver request with the clerk of court staff, they will let you know how they will notify you about the fee waiver decision so that you can move on to filing. Okay, now on to filing. You can use the court locator at courts.mt.gov to find your district court. You can filter the courts by either county or city.
So you have the original plus copies for service. This is mine. A copy for your records. A copy for service. This will need to be served by either the sheriff's office or personal service. Okay. We will keep the originals in our file. If you have any questions, you're welcome to call our office to check on the status of your case.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
What are a few tips to keep in mind when filing with the clerk of court?
The first tip is to have your fee waiver approved prior to bringing in your documents. Second tip is to sign your originals before making the copies. Third tip is to know what type of service you'll be using for the original documents. And the fourth tip is to have a certificate of service signed stating you've mailed your copies to the other party. If you remember these 4 tips, filing should be easy.
Remember, visit a self-help law center if you have any questions about filing. They would be happy to assist you.
Thank you for your time and attention. I hope this video was useful, and I wish you all the best in the future.